Well, after I got to know Earl, I moved to this place called South Front Street.
Yeah.
And a hell of a neighborhood. I had a next door neighbor named John Dawson, who was always I don't know what it is about astrological signs, like Scorpio. If anybody knows Scorpios, my father was a Scorpio, Earl was a Scorpio, Dawson was a Scorpio. Crazy people. When they come in, they're like this. It's just like a scorpion. They bang. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And then they go, wham! It's just the nature of the beast. But so on South Front Street, I had Dawson was there, and at shows I tell lots of stories about Dawson. He and Earl were good friends. He's the kind of fella who, let's see, did I tell the story about chemo the other night? And the half Timberwolf, half German Shepherd?
No, you didn't tell me.
No.
I didn't?
No.
Okay, good, because I don't want to repeat myself. But, so, on South Front Street, there's I had a band called Stave and Chain for a while. There's a guy named John Lawrence who lived on one side of me. He's a big Native American guy, huge guy, and he started playing flamenco guitar, and he changed his name from John Lawrence to Juan Lorenzo. And then but he's a great guitar player. And so you got him on one side, and then Dawson on the other side, the African-American, Native American, Caucasian, Puerto Rican, Irishman, which is, he lives next door to me. And so one day, so John Lawrence, the big Indian guy, gets this half Timberwolf, half German Shepherd, military trained dog. Ominous looking thing, just you know, you say kill and think we got your trouble. I remember one day out there, right when he got the dog, there was these kids would be walking on the railroad tracks, and it was like one of those nature videos where the lion goes after the gazelle. Well, these two kids were walking the track, and there goes Chemo, and it was like the kids booking through the field, out thing, Chemo's, it's like, and this was this big thing, and a pile of dust, and then this kid's like, ah! And he didn't really hurt him, Chemo just bit him on the ass, but it was, so it made crazy dogs. And the first time Dawson ever encounters this dog, he's usually naked with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a joint in the other hand, just coming out to look out the door. But he saw that dog, and he dropped everything. He went and chased that dog, grabbed the dog, bit him on the leg, and the dog went, and I said to Dawson, what the hell are you doing? He said, well, I got to show him who the alpha male is. So, South Front Street taught me a lot of things. I went to school at Tulane University, and I think I learned more in South Front Street than I learned, and spending a lot of money for education. But there's one guy right down the street. If you go down past Dawson's house, there's Gregory, who was a Mexican guy who had two Chihuahuas who always had the mange. They're the nastiest dogs. And then next to them was Jan and Wayne Drott. They had these two kids, Bear and Scooter. And next to them was a guy named Ike. And Ike ran a really low-class brothel. And he didn't even have a floor in his house. And this is a story of Ike and his business. Ike is a man, he stays mostly at home. He's got 3 dogs and a bucket full of bones. He lends his place out to $5 whores and and spend sunshiny days on his front porch. Now he reads his paper, lays on his couch, drinks that corn liquor whiskey till the bottle runs out. He puts his cane to the tracks, he walks into the wind. Now I tend to stay out while his women are in. Here we are, dirt from the river, he'd say, elbowed in on the flood. We drank whiskey for our liver and stay stuck. One of Ike's women came knocking on my door the other night. She say, I stay by Ike's house, do you have a light? Now I gave her some matches, I tried to shut the door. She said, no baby, I need a candle so I can see the floors, goes a candle to light the way. Light the way to something good. Now I told her I had a candle somewheres in my home. She followed me in, she asked me did I live alone. Well, yes ma'am, I do, I says, I live here all by myself. And I pulled a little red candle down off the shelf. Now I appreciate that, she says, and a snaggle-toothed grin. I bet you got yourself one pretty girlfriend. Well, no ma'am, I don't, I says as I look down at the floor. It's strange how the devil keeps pushing more and more. Damn, she says, do you like women? Well, yes ma'am, I do, I says, I like women. Then she struck a pose and she looks at me sideways like, and she says, well, do you want one? $5 woman tonight. Dirt from the river, and we rode in on the flood. We drank whiskey for our liver, stay stuck here. Stuck in the mud. Now I watched her as she walked on down the street, flower print polyester dress and no shoes on her feet. Ike was on the railroad tracks, he's looking up at the stars, and she disappears in this house as the dogs begin to bark. As the dogs